Hello, good morning. Welcome to Agile Automation's document processing automation video demo. So today we're going to show you how our robot can deal with or can process any documents that arrive either in email or they might be stored in some shared folder. This has universal applications, including order processing, invoice processing, back remittance, bank reconciliation, etc. For this demo, I'm going to show you how the solution can be used to process the orders that arrive in email. For example, this one, the bot will filter out every email that contains the keywords or the phrases. Like in this case, we are looking for every email that contains the phrase purchase order. Any other email in the inbox will be left untouched or unprocessed. So this is inbox. That's where customers would send out the order emails. For example, this attachment contains an order from Hardlink Education Services, and they were ordered a couple of items with their the item reference, SKU, quantity, price, there is delivery address, etc. And all of these PDFs coming from a variety of different customers may look different, but solution is able to pick out the key information from each of the orders. Um, so I've minimized this outlook. Actually, I'll keep it on the right side so you can see what happens. And I will open up the bot. This is how the robot will be installed on every user's machine, and robot will have the same access as the user who is running it. So I suppose user will need to have the access to one Outlook, to e-commerce gateway or any other systems where order needs to be processed, and any other proprietary systems that require order processing. So UI of the robot looks like this. Some icon on the right, there are some instructions. At the bottom, we have uh, the audit trail, so we can see any processed orders between two dates and export them. So if I click them now, there is nothing in it because I haven't run it yet for today. And then there are three buttons. You can run the processor on demand, for example, right now. Leave it unattended, so start in the morning and it will keep checking that Outlook inbox that I showed you. And view exceptions are the ones where a robot has identified based on certain preset scenarios or criteria that certain orders should not be processed end to end, but should be held in the queue for human intervention. So I will show you that in more detail at the end of this processing of the 5 orders. So let's click Run Processor, see what happens. Bot is now connecting to Outlook and processing each order. And that's it. It doesn't take long. It doesn't even take 2 seconds to do 5. So we can work out the average of how fast it is. So in terms of speed, it's remarkable. In terms of accuracy as well, as long as it's coded correctly in the beginning in a bespoke way that we always do for our clients, it will always keep doing the same processing at the same level of accuracy. So let's have a look what has happened to those 5 orders. So I will just show you in Outlook first. Obviously, all the new incoming emails been processed and they have moved out of the AI inbox. 3 of them have gone into a folder called AI processing. That's where they are held in the queue while the bot is waiting for human intervention to deal with those orders. However, as member of staff, you never need to open original email or look through it. There is no manual work actually required. It's just some decisions. And 2 of the orders have gone into AI complete. So these 2 have gone through entire end-to-end process successfully without any exceptions or failures. So that's how it looks in Outlook. back to bot window. If you click on view exceptions, like we saw in the Outlook, 3 orders are in the queue. So we don't need to go into the Outlook to look at those orders. We've given a preview window on the right. So this shows a little attachment, just like PDF. You can zoom in, zoom out to have a look. So why is this order stuck in the queue? So based on predefined criteria, this customer hasn't given enough detail for the delivery address. So without delivery address, bot is unable to identify, as it shows at the top, the customer postcode, customer D number, which is a unique number given to every customer by our existing client, but obviously this may be a unique number uh, that you give. You may call it something else, but every customer might have a number. So unable to determine both fields, so that's why it's empty. We can, if I'm a user and I know this customer, then I can try and look up this customer in the database of customers by typing the D number and clicking this, and there we go. The bot connects to the database catalog of the existing customers and retrieves these details. And now this order is ready to be processed. It likes it, so I'm just going to click on accept, and that is gone out of the queue. The next one is stuck in the queue only for one reason. Everything else seems to be okay. It's just that order value is less than 25 pounds. So this order may or may not go through. So in this case, I want to reject it. I can reject it, completely discard it in some cases where the product doesn't exist. So you may wish to discard it and then go back to customer. Yeah, this button as well, view in Outlook. If I click on it, it will open an actual email in the Outlook. If I click on next, I can just skip it. The reason this order is stuck in the queue is customer has ordered some blue tack, but the item reference number they provided is not accurate. That means bot has verified this order against the database or catalog of products, and this particular item was not found with this reference number. So if I know the reference number, I can type in, or if I know the item's full name, in this case blue tack, I can look up, and bot will retrieve the correct item, verify it, and now everything else seems to be okay with this order. So I'll accept it. And that's it. So in terms of accuracy, it's remarkably accurate to read in reading all sorts of emails. In terms of efficiency, as you saw, and based on our experience, once coded in a particular template of a PDF, it doesn't really change forever, and it will always process it with that 100% accuracy in terms of getting the data. Only time it may be stuck in the queue for exceptions is either we have defined certain criteria, or we have a brand new template, like customer uses a particular PDF which bot has never seen. However, as we discussed on the call when we met, we are working with Microsoft Form Recognizer that will have ability to read any unknown PDF, because every PDF attachments will have certain fields, for example, customer number, product codes, product quantity, product pricing. So it is really better than any previous solutions in terms of recognizing unknown PDFs. So we will incorporate that in future works. Another small thing I want to show you, the bot also has some config settings which allows users to define certain things. So For this particular case study, we had given our customers ability to edit the subject lines. So we can click on it, and these are the keywords that bot looks in any incoming email subject line. If these keywords exist, then bot will think it's an order email and it will try to process it. If doesn't exist, then that email will stay. Um, we can add on more items or we can delete existing items. Another very nice thing is the customer blacklist. So if they wish to blacklist a particular customer from sending any orders in future, they can add that customer's unique D number and a reason, and bot will consider this before the next run. So any customer in the blacklist will their order will not be processed. It will be held in the queue to be rejected or to be discarded. Customer whitelist is something that we identify that a customer every time makes a certain error. That is, they never provide a delivery address, for example. So we can add that item in here, postcode and the D number. And if that particular customer sends an order, the bot will know that, okay, they've given a first line of address, but they never ever give the postcode, but bot will know that is the postcode for that customer. So blacklist, whitelist, easy to get. Subject lines to reject. We may want to add certain items in this one. So these are the specific subject lines. If any any email contains this subject line, then bot will know that it's not an order or it's not to be processed, and it will leave it untouched. Last thing, we've processed orders. So as you know, 4 of them have gone through because I accepted this one by adding blue tack. Only 1 is stuck in the queue, which we know why. And this can be exported in Excel to generate reports or MI, etc. The bot keeps entire end-to-end audit trail for every single order it has ever processed. So I'm going to close this bot's UI and show you one last thing, how it communicates with e-commerce gateway or similar ERP systems to generate the order. So once an order has been successfully processed by the bot, it sends a specific XML file to the ERP and waits for about 5 minutes per order to retrieve a unique order number. So this is how the XML looks like. We can code this XML the way your ERP system requires, and with a certain schema, etc. And if the ERP responds within 5 minutes, the bot has the order number. If it hasn't, then the user doesn't need to waste any of the time. User can just close this bot, just like I did, go for other works and come back, and when they look at the queue again after 1 hour, for example, it is very likely that the message ID and order ID would have been received from ERP. So although we know it takes 5 minutes, but even if it takes longer, the bot will not discard this order out of the queue. It will keep on trying to connect with ERP to get the order number. So that really saves time and some work for the users. That was it about the demo of this document processing automation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.